Hi, Robbie. How are you feeling?
Look at him. He's all lethargic. He's not breathing right.
Temp slightly up, 37.4. Sats are stable at 96.
He's had all his jabs, I take it?
Yeah, of course. All of them.
Slight redness and swelling. Expiratory wheeze, possibly a touch of asthma.
Well, where's he picked that up from?
Childhood asthma's common. Kids can develop it at any time. But there's plenty of treatments available and it's perfectly manageable.
We'll just keep an eye on him for now. He doesn't seem too distressed.
Well, that's it. What about the tests and stuff? Well, I'm telling you, I know my son and he's not right.
Phone call for you, Dylan. It's Lara.
Would you excuse me just for a moment?
What do you want me to do?
Give him paracetamol suspension.
10 mil?
Yeah.
Wasn't this bad a few minutes ago? What's the matter with him? Where's that doctor?
Temp spiked at 40, Sats down to 88.
Severe intercostal recession.
Okay, pal. Everything's going to be fine. All you've done is muck about. Will someone please tell me what's going on?
Mr. Broadbent, we are trying to find out what's wrong with your son.
You've said that already, but look at him. The kid's really
Either
ill.
calm down or leave. You're just getting in the way and making your son more distressed.
Heather, we need to get Harry down here now.
There's no need. OK, let's get a line in and some IV antibiotics. Try and get the temperature down.
Do something.
It could be epiglottitis. I've only seen a couple of paediatric cases, but... Listen, I'm sorry, I am going to get Harry.
He's my patient. I'll deal with it.
You haven't got a clue what you're doing, have you? You're just mucking about. My son's getting worse.
I won't ask you again. Keep quiet or get out of here. OK. Tiny scratch coming up.
Leave that, please. Don't want to risk stressing this child any further. Let's get him straight into resus.
Let's take this nice and steady. OK, Mr. Broadbent. If you'd like to sit yourself here, you keep hold of Robbie while the doctor has a look at him.
I did everything I was supposed to. I mean, the minute I saw he wasn't well, I brought him in, and there was a time we were sitting out there, no one did anything.
Colette, call the ENT registrar.
Yeah.
We also need an anaesthetist, inclusive of paediatrics.
Do something!
Mr. Broadbent, please try to relax.
Why aren't you doing something?
I believe that Robbie may have a very rare condition called epiglottitis. It's an infection of the upper airway. It causes the epiglottis to swell and constrict the breathing. I'm afraid there's very little that we can do right now, except try to keep him calm and wait for the specialist to arrive. And that means that we need you to keep calm too. Right, I need intubation and surgical airway kits, please. And one other thing. Has he definitely had all his jabs? It's very important that we know.
Are you the paediatric registrar on call?
Yeah.
Good. Could you come down?
Yeah, I mean, I told the doctor over there.
Possible epiglottitis.
Fine, only if he hasn't had the hip jab, then he's not protected against the infection that causes epiglottitis.
They're on their way.
Thanks. How did this child get into this state before I was called?
Well, I'm sorry. Right. Dad's getting pretty worked up out there. He's starting to make an official complaint.
About what?
Us, for neglect.
Is he now?
Well, maybe he has a point. This child should have been carefully monitored from the moment he arrived in the department.
He was, but the symptoms he presented with initially weren't so severe and
No excuses. You know the score, Colette. Any minor with breathing difficulties is a clinical priority.
I think he's serious about legal action.
Mr. Broadbent, your son is extremely poorly.
My son dies, I swear. I'll have you through the course so far.
I don't blame you for feeling angry, but you have to understand, where children are concerned, it's not always easy. They can deteriorate very rapidly, as Robbie did.
You've got me down for a neurotic, haven't you?
No, I think you're a good father who cares a great deal about his son.
It's all I've got. I lied.
Sorry?
When you and the doctor asked if he'd had all of his jabs, I said yeah, but the truth is I just don't know. My ex used to look after all that stuff.
How's he doing?
His vital signs are stable. I'll have him in ITU very shortly.
The father isn't sure he's had all his jabs. Looks a possible cause.
Oh, you're right.
Can I let him know Robbie's improving?
Yeah, do that. Might save some litigation costs.
Just tell me how he is.
It was a close call, but we've managed to stabilise him. He's going to be fine.
I can't thank you enough.
That's what we're here for.
Cheers, Heather.